A responsible business plan. The high school project going to referendum is based on the economic model prepared by town leaders. Key to the affordability of the high school is the revenue stream from Columbia for 10 years and the assumption that the town can educate these children for 20% of tuition and then use 80% of the money for the building fund. This plan does not look at the growth rate of other costs like wages, health care, added staff at the larger high school, and it does not anticipate declining state revenues. There is no plan to fund other capital investments like improvements for town hall, municipal equipment, etc. Also, there is no long-term commitment for what maximum property tax increases will be per year. This is a serious mistake. The Board of Finance was working on a very different approach to find a reasonable and affordable solution for the town hall and the high school. The Board of Finance model is similar to a plan a private sector business would use if they wanted to obtain a loan from a bank. Resolve Town Facilities believes this approach deserves serious consideration. This finance plan compares revenues to expenses and uses the difference over time to determine what the town can afford. Here's how their plan works. Step 1. Revenues. The major boards, working together, decide a reasonable growth rate in revenues and commit to it long term. It assumes the Columbia students will be here for 5 years. State funds grow at 2%, other revenues at 2%, the grand list grows at 2%, and property tax increases at a maximum of 1.65%. Step 2. Expenses and debt. Healthcare cost. Assume 5% growth rate. A difficult goal to achieve, especially considering that the town offers 20 plans for 160 workers. Wages. Assume growth at 3.2%. Another difficult number to hit because government wages grow at a faster rate than the private sector. Other expenses. Assume they grow at the rate of the grand list. Step 3. Subtract expenses from revenues and add up these numbers over time. Step 4. Convert this sum to a present value number. This plan yields that the town can spend approximately $10 million today. With grants, this number could be much more for the high school and town hall. Step 5. Elected leaders must then agree how to split up this money. Step 6. This plan is brought to a vote and the public knows up front not only how much it will cost, but also how much their taxes will increase over time. The town unions must be an integral part of this, too. They will still get wage and benefit increases higher than their private sector counterparts, but they must accept a growth rate in these costs that is less than in previous years. If Columbia stays longer than planned, at a later date, using additional escrowed funds, a second phase construction project could be undertaken if required. If the April referendum fails, this affordable and responsible business plan is a solution town leaders need to revisit.